relief. Great big deep breath in. Let it out. Oh, you've had a great productive day. You got everything done you wanted to get done. You were awesome with clients, employees, vendors, partners. And you got to the end of the day and you're like, man, I don't know what's going on. What's going on in the world? If only there were an extraordinarily handsome brown man with beautiful hair that were reading all the stories so I didn't have to. And then he just summarized them for me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. In 15 minutes or less. Well, that's what I do. Every single day I go live at 6 p.m. Eastern. And to the best of my ability, I give you everything that matters in the entrepreneurial world across AI, markets, platforms, policies, all in 15 minutes or less. If you want the Daily Sigh delivered directly to your inbox, go to dailysigh.ai. Let's dive in. This first story comes from TechCrunch. Cursor reaches $2 billion in annualized revenue. Cursor has doubled its revenue run rate in only 3 months. The company is only 4 years old, signaling a complete break in traditional speed limits for scaling a business. This demonstrates that the market's appetite for AI-native application layer tools is currently insatiable. Product market fit and execution speed have been permanently accelerated by the mass adoption of large language models. The quote, application layer gold rush is now outstripping the growth of underlying model providers. I'd be interested if any of y'all use Cursor. I don't use it at all. And this is, insane rates of growth that we've just not seen before this. And I anticipate seeing quite a bit more of that as AI just weaponizes some of these businesses. Great article from Reddit. New tool Smidge converts SOPs into AI agents. Y'all, this is huge. Imagine taking all of your standard operating procedures and instead of trying to train an employee on them, you train an AI on it, and then it just does the thing. Smidge allows founders to turn YouTube videos, PDFs, and manuals into functional skills for Claude or Copilot. This removes the technical barrier to training AI on specific internal business processes. We are entering the, quote, industrial phase of AI where governance, accountability, and agent factories are standard requirements. The ability to rapidly digitize and delegate institutional knowledge is the new baseline for organizational scaling. Okay, that's a little excessive. But if you have pre-built standard operating procedures, this tool will take those SOPs and then turn them into functional AI agents. Here's what I'll tell you. The big opportunity, to be honest with you, isn't necessarily in your business. It's you doing this for your entire industry. And the AI space race, let's call it, the best documented business wins. And so if you're a plumber and you've got the best SOPs in the whole wide world, you could take those SOPs, turn them into agentic tools, and then resell the agentic tools. I think the arbitrage game is good for another 3 to 5 years. I think this is really, really cool. If anybody's used Smidge, hit me in the comments. I'd be interested in hearing back. It's funny, I wish we had this at Solution 8 before I sold because we had the best SOPs in the world. This would have been deadly. From YouTube, Monday.com pivots to agentic AI and consumption pricing. First of all, hate Monday.com. I think it sucks. I am a ClickUp fan. Monday, I thought the user interface was difficult to work with. Why this matters. A $1.3 billion ARR giant is abandoning the traditional seat-based SaaS model in favor of consumption-based pricing for AI agents. Y'all, that's massive. SaaS is dying. This is the SaaSmageddon. What else can we call it? SaaSmageddon's good. Watching Monday.com drop seat-based pricing and replace it with consumption pricing is, you can't even call that a canary in the coal mine. The canary in the coal mine, to be honest with you, is private equity telling people that they're not buying SaaS anymore. From the article, operators should immediately pilot AI agents in high volume areas like support and lead qualification to remain competitive. This is, I don't even know how they recoup this, to be honest. There's so much money put inside of these SaaS products, and there's the pivot ability doesn't exist within the enterprise solutions. Here's what I mean by that. There's nothing Monday can do at this point. They have way too much built into an ecosystem that requires this type of monetization. They've made investor promises. Their infrastructure's, it's dependent upon margins that they're not going to get anymore. What's going to end up happening is you're going to see people building their own tech stack from the ground up. And to be honest with you, I think that's what you should be doing. I think you should be building your own tech stack from the ground up. If you're not doing that, start. If you want to learn how to do that, go to vcinc.ai, which means somebody's own. We'll teach you vibe coding absolutely free of cost. From Yahoo Finance, the Iran conflict disrupts global supply chains and markets. Yeah, duh. The conflict in the Strait of Hormuz, I don't know what that is, has spiked oil and liquefied natural gas prices, of course. I'm pretty sure that's why they do it. Commercial shipping and flight cancellations are increasing costs for industries reliant on global logistics. Entrepreneurs must immediately audit freight costs, war risk insurance, and inventory buffers for overseas supplies. You know what's sad is we kind of know what happens from an economic perspective when we go out and pick a fight. And so just go look back at, every single time, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, it's the same wheel, and you can play the market and just understand what's happening as we repeat some of those stories. From Reddit, Stripe reportedly exploring PayPal acquisition. This can't be real. Stripe is looking to leverage PayPal's low valuation for market expansion. This would create a dominant payments monopoly. There's no way this can be legitimate. Stripe is exploring a partial acquisition of PayPal, according to Bloomberg sources, who said that the talks are preliminary and might not lead anywhere. Wow. I don't understand how they would allow that to happen. That has to be an antitrust suit just waiting to be filed. If anybody has any information on this is insane. If Stripe bought PayPal, how many competitors would be left? And doesn't PayPal own Venmo? And Braintree. Wow. Okay. So apparently Stripe's looking at buying PayPal. Shopify started arranging for advertisers to promote its merchants within ChatGPT as part of an expansion of its Shops campaign network. Here's what's really interesting. The partnership between OpenAI and Shopify is making Shopify vendors, puts them so far ahead of the adoption curve. It'll be really interesting to see what's happening. I'm running a trial project with Molly Pittman and the folks at Smart Marketer. If you have any interest, stay tuned. AI Weekly reports Claude free tier adds persistent memory. That's so cool. If you're using Anthropic, they've now enabled memory and easy import-export for free tier users. It's interesting that they do that. That feels self-interested to me. I feel like they're just going to train their models on your data. Alibaba releases Qwen 3.4. I don't care. The new lightweight model offers high intelligence. So Alibaba has its own AI now? I didn't know that. Did you? Has anybody used this thing? Qwen, Qwen. TikTok March 2026 algorithm update. The update emphasizes niche playlists, keyword-rich bios, and specific eye alignment videos. That's great. And lastly, Paramount and HBO Max may merge. An article from the Morning Brew says that Paramount Skydance plans to combine services to compete with Netflix, 325 million subscribers. If you watch Peter Diamandis' podcast, Peter's pretty convinced that AI kills Netflix. So that'll be interesting to see. If you tuned in live, I see Camilo, Coach Cab, Josh, Hannah, Orange County Jeeps. Thanks for being here. Daniel Barnes, Streamline Solutions, Shyla Day, and I can't tell what your name is, but I love you. I'm glad you're here. I also see Summer Purdy. Summer says, you suck. Thank you, Summer. You are a splinter of God, and I hope your day goes great. Messiah Zone. Yes, sir. Didi says, you should cut your hair. This is my midlife crisis. Jonick Franklin, do your best. Thank you. You're using a green screen. I'm not. Those are real books. I know those are hard for you to recognize. They open too. There's words in them and everything. It's amazing. Let's mow the lawn together. This year, April Fool's fake poop all the urinals. Okay, well, that's some expert level trolling. I appreciate everybody who joined live. I go live every single day at 6 p.m. Eastern. And to the best of my ability, I give you all the news that I think matters. If I skipped a story that you think is relevant or pertinent, feel free to hit me up in Messenger. I'm in Facebook, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Subscribe. Go to dailysigh.ai if you want this directly to your inbox. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.